Incredible player is convinced he is leaving after being linked with Liverpool will cost £80 million. But first, if your heart beats for Liverpool, I invite you to join us by subscribing to our channel and liking this video. Liverpool's reported target Moises Caicedo has a gentleman's agreement with Brighton to let him leave the club this summer. Caicedo has long been seen as a possible midfield option for Liverpool. His incredible displays since joining the Seagulls have marked him as one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. But with a £100 million price tag on his head, he looked out of reach for the Reds. Now, however, journalist Fabrizio Romano has claimed on his YouTube channel that Caicedo will be available for much less than that. "I heard something about £100 million worth for Caicedo. No. The idea from sources I spoke to is that Caicedo will be worth maybe £70 million, £80 million, no more than that," the transfer expert began, also because there is a pact between Caicedo and Roberto De Zerbi. He could leave the club this summer if he receives an important proposal. De Zerbi promised this to the player when he turned down Arsenal's proposals, and that remains valid. Therefore, Caicedo is really convinced that he will leave Brighton this summer. Friend, leave your like on the video if you like to stay on top of the best news. Earlier this week, they were cited as a team that could not be discounted in the race for Caicedo. But it was said that it depended on how much the Ecuadorian ended up costing. While it could, in essence, be cheaper than the £70 million mentioned by Romano, you'd think it would still have to drop a lot. Clearly not afraid to voice their concerns, they will have to be careful not to put the 21-year-old out of a play. With that in mind, Brighton might not have much bargaining power here. Clubs can wait later in the window to upset Caicedo and force the Seagulls to accept a lower offer. If that happens, then perhaps Liverpool will be on the table. For the time being, they seem to be watching with interest. What is your opinion? Do you believe Liverpool should push to sign Moises Caicedo for £80 million? Please write your opinion, it is fundamental for Liverpool.